So we're in book 4, out or the fourth album in the book of Psalms. And we're in Psalm 96 today. Psalm 96. And I will read the first 3 verses. Sing to the Lord a new song. This is so relevant right now, huh? As Ted is making a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, praise his name. Proclaim his salvation day after day after day after day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous deeds among all peoples. This is the word, the song of God. Thanks be to God. We'll read the rest, but let's just start right there, right there. I love it. The song is about singing a song to the Lord. What are you singing about? I'm singing about singing a song to the Lord. How meta is that? And so what it calls forth is that the people of God should sing, And so that's where we start. I want to call us to be people who sing to the Lord at all times. Now, I know when I say that, I am saying this, as they said, saying this to the choir. But literally, actually, you are the choir. All of you guys are the Shawnee Gospel Choir. So I am saying it to the choir. Sing to the Lord a new song. Singing is a powerful thing. Singing, I know we've been going through this throughout all the Psalms, but here it is. But we want to go a little bit deeper. Why singing is human. Why singing is something that also we need to continue to practice. Not to be a great singer, not so we can get recordings, but because this is what we were created for. We touch something fundamental. In fact, singing is actually good for your health, good for your body, good for your mind, good for your emotions. Did you guys know that? Yes, right? You probably know that naturally. But all the scientific studies, nowadays, a lot of scientific studies are showing what our ancestors knew just by life experiences. Right? All these studies say singing is so good for you. It lowers your cortisol, which is a stress hormone. Right? So when you're stressed, one of the ways to deal with it is to try to start singing about it. It boosts your immune function. It improves your lung function. It increases pain tolerance. So when groups start singing together, there's a lot more suffering and pain that they could tolerate. So there's a reason why a lot of these justice movements, and we could look at our own civil rights movement, when they were facing, a lot of pain that was going their way, what did they do? They sang songs together, and somehow each other's strength, right, became one's own strength. It increases pain tolerance. It enhances autonomic regulation, which means our breathing, our brain waves. It reduces anxiety, enhances mood. It supports cognitive health. People who sing together, who sing a lot, they're able to pay attention more. In one sense, your whole singing is actually your whole body focusing on a single thing, isn't it? And nowadays, in this distracted economy, in this distracted society that we live, that's a rare thing where your whole body is just doing one thing. And it's a powerful moment. Again, it helps you to regulate your breath, everything, your blood, and brings health benefits and joy. And it even engages and reshapes your brain networks. Singing is good for you. We got to do a lot more of it. And so this song is like, hey, let's sing more. So I just want us to consider. I think Ted, you probably live in a world of musical, right? You just go around singing. I love that. I think that's why you probably are actually recovering really fast. It's amazing. After your surgery, the very next Sunday you were up here. Right. So Ted probably sings 99% of his life, right? How often do we sing? And I was thinking about this. I was looking at my life, and I was like, I'm not singing as much as I used to. I used to sing a lot. I used to be a praise team leader, so I used to sing a lot. I think I shared with you, like when I was youth before going to college, we wanted to go to music school. I was thinking like, I could become a rock star. Okay, you guys are all laughing, you doubt, all right? But I didn't go to Berklee Music School. I didn't even apply for it. But I wonder, like, if I went down that path, right? If I don't went down that path, I know it's a hard path, and I didn't take a risk, but I still said, if I took that. But some point in my life, I just said, I have to get more serious with life. I have to read more and study more, which is all good, But as I was doing that, I sang less. I played the guitar less. Nowadays, it's because actually Ian goes around, he sings a lot as he walks through the hallways of a house. He sings and he tries to hit those high notes. Sometimes he succeeds, sometimes he doesn't, but hey. As you know, my daughter has also picked up a guitar and she's playing and she loves it so much. Now she wants to get a guitar that she loves. And so I already told you that she went to buy a Jazz Master. Actually, last Sunday, the reason why I couldn't stay here was because she found another guitar that she really wanted. And she drove all the way out to Cincinnati. Right? That's because she loves that music so much and what the guitar can do. And it has been recovering my forgotten love of music and singing. So even this morning, I was walking joy and I was singing just simple, I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice. Just singing that. And I just said, the morning was different. I gotta sing more. Because again, your singing engages your whole body. As wonderful as the guitar is, as wonderful as the saxophone is, as wonderful as the keys are, the drums, and they bring their own thing. Just think about when you sing, what happens? Your body is the instrument. The melody comes out because it's vibrating within your own body. That's amazing. The melody is created not by some external keys, not by some external strings, not by the holes that you hold down. The melody, your body is creating that melody. Sometimes it's flat, it's okay though, but it's still your body is creating that melody. Wow. Even just last week, actually Friday, I was in a meeting and then one of my teammates was saying, okay, well, I can't do any more long because I am going to go practice because I'm going to be performing at the biggest outdoor stage in Chicago. Her name is Antonia. Right? I was like, wow, well, what are we doing? I'm one of a choir of 80 and there'll be an orchestra and we'll be singing some songs. And there was so much joy and excitement in her. And I was like, I'm so jealous, right? To be in that space, the Friday night with orchestra, but then with a choir of 80, all of that notes that comes out uniquely from each body, and then you're joining together. That's an experience. Now, we cannot all have that type of experience, but we could still sing. And so this one, he says, to know God, you got to start with the sing to the Lord a new song. That's the other thing. I constantly encourage, do not be afraid to write your own songs. It might be just a song that you write and you sing, or maybe your family sing, but still to be able to put all of that unique life experience and put it in a melody that gives you a deeper reflection of your journey, of who God is to you and who you are to God. A new song. Again, I just love that. This psalm is not saying that this is the song you have to memorize, but this song is about wanting you to make a new song. Write your own song. It ends Psalm 150, but write Psalm 151. Right? Write a new song. And he moves on. For great, verse 4, is the Lord and most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before him. Strength and glory are in his sanctuary. So make a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. All the earth is singing too. Have you thought about that, right? When you think, it's not just that humans are singing or called to sing to the Lord, but actually all of the earth sings. For a lot of the animals, their way of communication is by songs only. There is no language before singing like humans. For the birds, for the way of communication is songs. For the whales, their way of communication is songs. Like there is no speech and then there is songs. Like on a regular basis, the whales, they just talk. But then when they get excited, they sing. No, it's like everything is songs. So there's actually a scientific study about how, nature, the ecology acoustics. When you go to certain ecologies, certain environments, there's an acoustics to it. There's a harmony to it because of all these different animals. They sing in specific type of ranges, and they come together to create this ecology of acoustics. Even non-living things make sound, right? Actually, sound is basically vibration of air. So, any living thing, every time they move, they make a sound. And the sound is a note, a melody, a rhythm. But even non-living things, as they move through this earth, makes a sound. Like the Niagara Falls. One of its majesty is not just how huge it is, but it's the sound. Right? Deep, low frequency roar. And there's a rhythm to it. Everything has a certain type of rhythm to it. So here, when he says, like, sing to the Lord, all the earth, actually all the earth is literally also singing to God. And what happens is when you sing a new song, when you join the earth as it sings a new song, is this: you learn to be able to discern the true God from the false God, the idols. These things in our life that claim to be gods, that want our worship, that want our devotion, that want all of our money, that want all of our attention. And unfortunately, quite often we continue to give it to them. Whether it be nations, countries that demand all of our allegiance. You think about it, right? Nationalism is a very powerful temptation of idolatry. Like, you just think about all of the controversy that is caused about what you do when the national anthem is sung. Why do they get so upset? Dave Chappelle has this little bit that he never imagined that the weakness of white Americans would be taking a knee during the anthem. This just scares everybody, right? White America. But why does that? Because there is an idol worship of the country. United States, Korea, any other, an idol worship of the country. So much so that, again, in war, killing the other person is not murder, but heroism. To the daily idols that we face. And today, of course, the idol is our phone, isn't it? I mean, when you just look at the way people walk, the way people see like this, it is literally people in devotion to that thing. Where that becomes the most important thing in their life, more important than family dinners and looking at each other and catching up on life. Or time to just even think and reflect, to have time for yourself. No, that phone, 24/7, just grabbing, holding our attention, not wanting to let it go. And so how do we break these idols, their hold on our hearts of devotion? By singing. I mean, literally, like when there's phone next time, again, when you sing, your whole mind and body is occupied. You can't be singing and looking at a phone. That is why a lot of times when people are looking at the phone, they're all very silent. So we sing and we are able to discern who is the true God. And there's only one God. God of God, the one who has created all things, the one who has sent Jesus Christ to redeem us, and the one who also sends the Holy Spirit, and that same Spirit that lived in Jesus, that same Spirit that guided Jesus, the same Spirit that resurrected Jesus is also in us. And we tap into that by singing. It's a simple thing, really. How do you get in more deep intimacy with God? It's not by walking 1,000 miles in the desert. I mean, some people do. It's not just by reading scriptures good and all that. But at any moment in our life that we could just open our lips and sing. I think you've probably had that experience in your life too. When it's hard, when you want to give up, but then you remembered a song maybe that your mother sang to you, or maybe you sang as a youth in the church, and you just start singing. And then are you not immediately in the very presence of God when you sing that song? Like this morning too, just saying, I love you, Lord. Immediately I felt a deep intimacy with Jesus. And I lift my voice. And the story that I share with my Spam Kimchi show, which is number 1 in Louisville, Kentucky, I heard. About how my grandpa, when he gets struck dumb, and the way he is able to speak again is when my grandma and the local pastor start singing. And he wants to join them in song. So he recovers his speech by singing. And although he hated all that church stuff, he all thought it was fake, that song still went into it. The melody got stuck in his head. He didn't want to hear it, but the melody was stuck in his head. And he didn't even know it. He even memorized the songs. And he sang it. He sang it. And I also, again, I was just reflecting how powerful songs are. And how powerful song has been in my family life story. And I think, I share this too. Like one of the time when I really, really connected with my dad is when I was helping him record his testimony. And he was singing that song. Keep an eye, oh happy day, when Jesus took my sins away. He was recording, telling his testimony. But when he sang that song, he was transported back to that moment when he experienced Jesus' forgiveness and his tears were streaming down. And I was behind recording, and my heart also was moved. Songs. So sing a new song. Sing, then you'll remember who God is in your life. And we continue on. Ascribe to the Lord all your families and nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved. He will judge the peoples with equity. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound and all that is in it. I think I went a little bit ahead of myself. This is where I was supposed to tell you the earth resounds with song, and I went ahead of myself. But again, the ending of it, right? Let me read it one more time. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound and all that is in it. So when we are singing songs to God, we are just joining the whole nature, which is always in constant praise to